Okay, so guess what? The game starts in like 3 minutes from now.
Yeah, literally 3.
Patriots, Houston Texans, at Foxborough. Are you kidding me?
7:07. What does that mean? 8 minutes. We have 8
We have
minutes.
8 minutes.
7 minutes. Just clicked up. So 7. Yeah. Patriots in Foxborough. Is that what it's called?
That's where
it's
it is. It's Gillette Stadium, isn't it?
Gillette.
I can't get these stupid things right.
Yeah, Gillette
Stadium. I mean, it's 20 some odd degrees up there. We're just not
it's in
prepared
the
for that.
teens.
And
Man.
what are you doing to the microphone over there? He can't even balance the old microphone at. It's because you have to fix that. We're doing this just on a whim, so you have to have that front leg facing.
Yeah,
the
I know.
balance.
So
it's a balance thing. So, look, I love the Texans, Marcus. I love
what
the
did
Texans.
I predict?
I think you said they'd beat their ass kicked by 3 touchdowns or something stupid like that.
Yeah, that was a big.
We're gonna come back at halftime.
Yeah.
To report on either complete depression or perhaps some element of optimism that the game might produce, but I don't feel good about it.
Well, you got
Osweiler or whatever his name is.
Osweiler,
and then you got Tom Brady, arguably one of the best in the world, right?
Yeah, I mean they're a well-oiled machine, and
who's their lead receiver? Big white dude, a little goofy looking, but fun.
He's not a receiver; he's a tight end.
Tight end.
That's Gronkowski.
Gronkowski, the guy with the Owski name. Yeah, that's hard to compete with that guy. And when we've got Hopkins, he's injured. He's not.
I don't
playing.
know if he's in the game. He's injured. He got injured this season. I don't know if he's playing or not, though.
I didn't think he missed any games.
Oh yeah,
we haven't. We're watching it over here, but you guys can't watch it because
it's not. We're not watching the game. Though.
Proprietary.
The game's not on it.
I know, but even if we were, it's proprietary.
Oh yeah, we couldn't film. That's a big time
major violation there. Yeah, but you know what? That's all right. We're gonna watch. They're coming out on the field right now.
The Patriots are running out. There's
the Patriots are running out. Oh yeah. What do you do about this? I mean, okay. Rather than talk depression about the Texans getting their asses kicked,
okay. Well,
here's about Dallas Green Bay.
No. I want to stick on what I did hear about the Texans. What I did hear the other day on the radio is the Texans have the 3rd best defense in the league.
I thought they were the 1st best defense in the league.
No. Well, as of right now, it's the 3rd best in the league. But then I heard the Texans defense when they're on the road is the 18th best defense.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? They go from kick-ass to suck-ass?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
and we're on the road. And the problem is we're playing in, Foxborough? It's in the teens.
How can they go from being that good to that bad just by location?
I don't know. I don't know. The problem is that we're also playing out of our element. And Gillette Stadium's open air. And it's
and it's in the
teens.
Most part,
and it's in the teens.
Even the announcer dudes are wearing jackets and gloves.
Leather gloves,
and everything. Yeah,
it's cold.
They got the CBS little eyeball news going on there.
That's where we run into a problem. I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe they were up there all week practicing. And
Hopkins
stuff,
will get a touchdown. Osweiler will throw 2 picks.
I'm not an expert on the terminology of football. I love watching it, but I don't get into the weeds on it. What's a pick? You mean like when he throws the ball and the other team catches it?
Yes.
That's a
pick.
Yeah, but what's the technical word for it?
Interception.
Interception. Yes, an interception. What's a pick got to do with it? They picked it off?
Yes.
All right. See, I do know the language.
So,
you think 2 interceptions?
2 interceptions, and I think a 3 touchdown lead was a little.
What's the spread? 16 points?
What? Huh?
I heard the spread was 16 points. Michael Berry, one of our favorite guys on the Houston radio and other markets, made a bet with a guy that if he could at least get the spread, he'd give him $100.
And then there was that. Then he was like $200, and that guy was.
I know.
Annoying.
He was annoying. Yeah, he should have just been classy and just accepted the offer because he was being really cool about it. Anyway. But that's what I heard. The spread was 16 points. To me, that's low. It should be like 66 points, really.
No, I don't think it's going to be as bad of a game as you'd think.
My prediction, it's a blowout.
Look at that. Brady's standing in front of that diesel heater, and that's his element. You know it's cold up there.
Did they say what the temperature is?
It's in the teens.
Says who?
Says them.
Says them? Okay.
So, I don't know. I think...
my prediction, it's minimum 3 touchdowns, maybe more, probably more. Here's the way the Texans play. And anybody that watches the Texans know this. If we get the ball early in the very beginning, isn't that kind of the same thing? We kick ass in the beginning. We score right out of the box. We look good up front. All right, we got to... And then all of a sudden, the next second, third quarter, we just kind of flatten out. And every time we get in the red zone, we can't do squat.
No, we're horrible in the red zone.
We have to kick a field goal.
It's like we either run it from outside the red zone in, or we don't do.
We've never been blessed with a good quarterback ever in our history. So we have that working against us. We don't have J.J. Watt. I think he would be a big contributor, but our defense has done well this year, though. Even without him, I was surprised about that. Weren't you?
Because Clowney's phenomenal. Clowney is absolutely phenomenal.
And who's the guy with the big teeth that kind of does a good job sometimes, but he's, to me,
Merciless?
overrated.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, the center, the
19, number 56,
the middle linebacker.
Brian Cushing.
Cushing.
He, to me, is a little overrated. I mean, he makes a few good plays every now and then.
Because he was very good early on. He had a very good. He had a very good startup, and then I think he's kind of faded off.
So you think he'll be traded soon?
No, I
Or
think
is he too much a part of the team?
I think he's too much
open air. You
Yeah.
can't see that, but it's an open air stadium.
Yeah, that's too
January.
He's too much a part of the team to.
Well, yeah, that's all right. I mean, he contributes, but I think Merciless and some of those other guys do a way better job. They make more plays.
We have a very good secondary. Our secondary is phenomenal. Our safeties and our corners.
Do we have a third-ary? Or a first-ary? You're not going to respond to that, are you? It just doesn't. You're not going to deem that worthy of a reply. Well, that's fine then. Okay.
The lights look good.
The light's good. Oh, get your camera and do a.
There's a lot of echo in that.
That's all right. It's 2 microphones. We bought another light, a side light. It's up almost 8 feet up, and it's really and it's an amber tone, so it's designed to come up.
Oh, why don't you explain to the viewers? So here is the Patriots are kicking off to the Texans. So
who cares? By the time this is published on YouTube, this game will be over by 3 days. Who cares?
So the Patriots are kicking off to the Texans.
You're saying let's cut this off?
So, Dad, who's going to receive the ball in the second half?
The Patriots. That's the way it's supposed to be. But they defer. This stupid deferment business where my understanding is whoever ends up with the ball at halftime kicks off to the other team, no matter where if you're on the 20-yard line, you will automatically kick off to the next team, right? That's the way I thought it used to be back in the old days, where you're about to approach the end of the first half, and your team is on the 20-yard line. You can't get it. You can't even get a field goal or whatever, and you're stuck. And so therefore the quarter's over, or the half is over, and you go into the locker rooms and you come back. Then you, the one that had the ball, you now kick off to the next team because you couldn't do it on your own when you had it on the first half. And ostensibly that's changed. And I don't know why or how that changed.
It's always been that way as far as I'm concerned.
Concerned or that you know?
Both. Game's on. Osweiler's behind center.
Oh, you guys are screwed. We're going to have to come back later. We'll talk to you later.
Osweiler under center. And the snap, and hand off to the running back, and he's going up the center, and he's 2-yard gain. 2-yard gain on the play. Texans on 32-yard line of the we're not.
Well, you're kind of good at that, actually. Yeah, he's got that natural little. And they keep doing. What are you going to be like a an auctioneer one day?
You just have to fill out I just have to figure out what to say. Hightower's number 54, and then the guy touching his face mask. That guy's rubbing his beard. Guy with the face shield on his face, and there's a
coach.
The coach. And there's the coach talking to the players on the field, and he's giving them the hand here, hand. And now they're going out to the field, and they're panning out to the and I feel like it's an auctioneer. I'm doing the wrong thing here. Osweiler's in shotgun, and head. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Back and he's scrambling.
He's
And
sacked!
He's all goes down. Osweiler's down. Osweiler down behind the line of scrimmage by number 50.
I love the Texans. We get sacked right out of the chute, buddy. I mean, sacked out of the chute. Doesn't take much either. One leg and the dude's down. Oh, God. This game is going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. All right, we're going to come back at halftime and tell you just how ugly it was, but you'll already know by then because this will be 3 days old. Yeah, this is not streaming live. Hey, you know what you could do is stream live on Facebook with your phone while we're recording.
Yes.
It was a brilliant idea, and he just missed it. It's a brilliant idea. I think it is anyway. All right, let's nix it. Let's go.
Done? All right. So we don't have to worry, but there's a huge echo. It's horrible. Now, if I talk right here, it's fine. But
There's no echo. He's making that shit up. There's no echo. Do you hear an echo? Because I don't hear an echo. Oh.
It is a 1 point difference at halftime.
Everything I said in the beginning of the podcast is
14 to 13.
I didn't expect this. Now, the second half could end up being the same. We could get our asses beat all over the place.
But
the Texans showed up.
Yeah, they showed up. They came to play.
And you know, do you think that there's a psychology going on with the Patriots in their own home stadium going, we're going to play the stupid ass Texans? We could beat their ass all over the place without even trying. With our third string, we could beat the Texans. Do you think that mentality still exists, or do you think the coaching staff is going, treat them like they're the best team in the world no matter what, even if they do suck?
Oh, I think they always do that. I think that because if you don't, you're an idiot. I mean, if you don't, you got to go into every game going, they're the best team in the league, and we're going to throw everything at them. Because if you don't, that's how upsets happen, and that's how in 2012 A&M beats Alabama in Alabama 29-24.
By the way, speaking of Alabama, didn't Alabama lose to Clemson?
Lose to Clemson at the national championship.
Wasn't that not supposed to happen?
It wasn't supposed to.
But it did.
That's what I'm saying. So you've got to go at... You can't assume in football. You assume and you think because... Okay,
yeah, but I'm sorry. But with the Texans... It's always a safe assumption. The Texans can lose anywhere. Home, away, their own backyard, it doesn't matter.
But I know, but
they've proven that over the years.
Yeah, they're not the most consistent team in the world.
They're not. I've often wondered that they, in my opinion, they don't play as a team. And I've said this to Marcus multiple times. They don't play as a team. They've got individual talent.
Oh yeah,
but as a unit, they're not gelled.
They've got phenomenal
individual talent.
They've got Merciless and Watt and Clowney and Hopkins, and then you've got all these fantastic players individually, but we don't gel as a team. We're not a unit.
And you can't blame that on the coach. No, we found that out last year.
Well, because he went to the Broncos and
he
went to the Broncos.
Well. So what do you think about the Texans? What is it about the Texans that? And I'm not a football expert, but I just look at it from a generic standpoint. I think you've got when you have a strong defense and the potential for a good offense. I think we've been short a quarterback forever. Why don't we get a good quarterback? Well, we all know
that. I mean, we need a good quarterback.
But don't they know that?
They do, which is why...
Who was our first quarterback?
Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub. And he was kind of a wussy boy.
Was it?
Was it?
Was that the first one? Schaub?
Matt Schaub? Yeah, I remember him, but was he the first? What's with your teeth? Was he the first? Because we became a team in
2003.
Was it 3? When the stadium was built and all that? Mark is going to Google it real quick because we don't really know what the hell we're talking about. But it was in the early 2000s, I think, because we lost. When did we lose the Oilers? In 96 or 95?
That's
95 or 96, we lost the Oilers. They went to Tennessee. But from that standpoint, we were void of a football team. Yeah, for a good 5 or 6 years anyway. So probably 2001, 2002, I guess. I don't know. But we've never been blessed with a good quarterback that could actually, kick ass. He wasn't afraid of his own shadow. It seems like the ones that we have are sort of weak. They're afraid to run the ball. They're afraid to take any chances. They're afraid of being tackled. They're afraid to go outside the boundaries of what may be normal. Where a lot of other quarterbacks.
It wasn't Matt Schaub. It was David Carr.
David Carr, yay! That was way back when, yeah.
2002.
2002. See, we weren't too far off.
David Carr. Then Carr took us to from 02 to 6.
03
to 2006/7. And then Matt Schaub took over.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
So Schaub, then Matt Schaub from 7 until
to 8.
2
seasons anyway.
No, I mean Matt Schaub was still our starting quarterback in 2013.
No.
Yeah. There were other like Yates in 2011. Yates stepped in, but he wasn't
Matt Schaub was with us for how long?
7 until 13.
6 years? Carry the one.
And then 14, Ryan Fitzpatrick. 15, Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, TJ Yates, Brandon Whedon. So no, it all makes sense. I mean, yeah.
I didn't know Matt Schaub was with us that long. We bitched about him for years. I guess that does make sense, but wow.
We've just had a very...
Did you know that? I didn't know that.
It was bad. I mean, I
didn't know Matt Schaub was...
We've had horrible quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, we've just...
They just...
But I don't think it's just the quarterback, though. I don't think it's...
Is it the offensive line?
Well, that's your next step. You have a great quarterback, but a bad offensive line.
But if we had a bad offensive line all these years... I mean, generationally, you're going to turn over, guards and tackles.
Well, we haven't been around that long.
No, I'm just saying we're not the same front offensive line as in 2003, 2004, 2005. Well, no. So it's not that. We've turned those players over multiple times, probably, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
I would assume so.
If you can't put it on the quarterback completely, you can't put it on the front line completely.
Rick Smith.
Of course it's Rick Smith.
He's the general manager. He's the general manager.
For how long?
I don't know. For as long as I know. I mean, he's been...
How long?
At least since the HBO special. I mean, he's part of recruiting. I mean, I can't... we like to... It's always easy to be the... What is it called? Armchair quarterback or the backseat driver?
Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah, it's always easy to do that. It's well, why don't you just recruit a better quarterback?
Well, that's what we're doing. I don't pretend to be an expert. But I don't want to be an expert. I'm just looking at what I'm looking at and going, we have issues we don't seem to ever fix. It seems we seem to play the same way no matter we have the same, whether it's a quarterback.
Yeah, coach.
We seem to always play the same way. That's what gets me. It's been that way for long. Are you all right? He had to go back there somewhere. It's like a yawn or something.
I don't know. I think Rick Smith has a lot to do with it. I think he is
What makes you think he's the? Where did you get that idea from?
Well, Rick Smith is the general manager of the team. He has a lot to do with recruiting and money management and things like that. And the fact that we gave large of a contract,
I don't know the
Osweiler is maybe that was a bad decision. Why did we give Osweiler $72 million?
$72
million. I mean,
my question though would be, why don't we hire more qualified front linemen?
Because they want to go play for people like the Packers, the Patriots, the Broncos.
But why can't we put our money there?
Because that's where you fall into that. Where do you divide your money? You've got. You have
$100 million defensive player that can't play football.
Well, he was only guaranteed 55 or 50 or so. He was only guaranteed, so he's not getting all of that $100 million. He's not.
Nothing against Watt.
No.
I mean, he can't play football. He's worthless.
No,
to the
but
team.
he's not getting all that $100 million. He's not. He can't. He was because.
Is there a contingency for injury?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that.
He's got so he signed a $100 million contract, but so when you hear them talk about that, what they're saying is Watt signed a $100 million contract with the Texans with a 50. I don't know the exact number. Let's just say 52. Let's just say 52, but with 52 guaranteed. That means 52 is guaranteed
over a period of time.
Well, it's a 5-year contract.
Over a period of time. All right, so that's fine.
So, but the 52 is guaranteed, whether he breaks his back and never plays another down in his life.
But the 100 is if he can play healthy for 5 years.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Yes. He's not fulfilling that. He's not going to get that.
But can they allocate up? Can they take some of that money and give it to another player that they want?
That's a fantastic question.
Because what a year later, if Watt comes back and says, "Boom, I'm back." And then they're forced to pay his contract amount.
Not full.
Less 1 year.
Less 1 year that they gave to somebody else. They use that. That's money management in the NFL has got to be a complex.
I don't know how it works, quite
because
frankly.
they have this much money. They've got $500 million,
and it's an allocation problem.
And where do you want to put it? Do you want to put it in your punter? Do you want to put it in your offensive line? Do you want to put it in your defensive secondary, quarterback? Do you want to put it in your defensive end? I mean, it's a phenomenal. I mean, really, when you step back and look at it, where do you? To build this,
I'd love to see that spreadsheet. I'd love to see how they spread that out.
And to build this
it's a
franchise
because there's statistics
and to figure out who you want to use. And I mean, God,
that every player is a statistical asset. He's not even a human being.
No,
almost.
It's their numbers. It's numbers.
It's what have you brought to the team that makes you worth X.
Yeah, it's numbers.
And then they give you X, and then you get injured, and then there's that factor.
We are coming back. Third quarter.
We're coming back.
We're about to kick off. So third quarter is about to start.
We'll be back after the game because I don't know what's going to happen.
We'll do an end of the game review because as of right now, it's a 1-point spread. And
it's a 1-point game.
I mean, I don't know what's. We think the Patriots still.
I still think the Patriots will show up tonight at the second half and go,
and just
all right, we're done goofing around.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick your ass and be done with this. We'll beat you 38 to whatever and be done with it.
They should.
We're kicking off to them now. So
the Patriots are gonna receive the ball in the second half, and I mean, here we go. All right, so. Let's wrap this up and let's watch the second half of this game. We'll come back and talk to you guys afterwards, and we'll see what happens.
All right, let's do that. All right.
So none of this is going to be in there because this is all bump music.
No, bump music's over. We're done. They didn't kick our ass, but they still kicked our ass. I mean, they still beat us by a pretty large margin. I was thinking 3 touchdowns, and that's what you predicted.
I predicted 3.
but it was like 2 1/4 or something like that. Was it 34-16? Was that the total?
I think so.
Something like that. So yeah, I mean they kicked their ass. And we all knew they would.
I told you, Megan. I told you, Julie. I told you, Sean. I told you, Nick. I told you, everybody.
Everybody thought they'd beat the Patriots? Who thought they'd beat the Patriots?
Didn't. I don't think that they thought that, but people like my friends like Megan, I can't get up any. Megan. I can't get any close. Megan.
Were you trying to kiss the microphone?
No, I was trying to get closer, but I can't because I told you we weren't going to beat them. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. I was trying to be optimistic. Y'all were trying to be overly optimistic.
Well, but they're fans. They're local fans.
So am I, but I also know what's realistic and what's not realistic.
Absolutely. Yeah,
we were not going to win. And I was trolling people all week on Facebook talking about, hey, what's everybody doing for the season finale of the Texans? Because we weren't going to win. I knew that.
That's so horrible, man.
And I was pissing people off like Megan. Megan is mad at me, probably ultimately right now. If I
should be, sweetie. You should be. Damn.
Megan right now, but I don't have my phone. I would text you.
Being a jerk.
Bitch.
Wow. I mean, how many? She thought they would win by a certain spread?
I don't think I don't know. She didn't predict a victory by any margin, but she was going to root for them regardless.
Well, like we would.
Well, yeah, exactly. But she didn't like the fact that I was saying.
But, I mean, realistically, the odds of us beating the Patriots, in their home field.
I know, but she just didn't want to hear it.
And the odds are just so slim.
She just didn't want to hear it out loud. And I was adamantly about making sure everybody heard it out loud.
But what's wrong with a little bit of, loyalty for your team? Local loyalty for your team. Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
I just don't.
You know what that is? A quarterback helmet, by the way, because you got the little bar thing.
Yeah, it's ultimate view. Because my helmet in high school had 2 bars right there.
That was your problem. You kept running into the goalpost. That's the So yeah. So
anyway, it was overall though. I mean, we played well.
Considering that,
I mean, because the Patriots, I mean, they're in the top 3 best teams in the entire NFL. I mean, we played well against them.
And we're in the bottom ranking of our division, as they say in the industry.
The only reason we are where we are is because we're in the worst division in the league. I mean, if we were in the same division as the Patriots, we wouldn't be in the playoffs. We would have been kicked out a long time ago.
Yeah, we would have never made it. Actually. But
we did do well. I mean, we fared well. We showed up.
We did.
Do you think not having a player like J.J. Watt makes a difference? Not ultimately. J.J. Watt would not.
As a singular player,
having J.J. Watt on the field.
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah, but
contributed to sacks.
Would he have let us win that game? No. I don't think Watt.
So what are you saying about Watt? He's just a generic player.
No, I don't think that having Watt healthy and on the field would not have won that game for us. It wasn't that narrow of a margin.
I don't disagree.
If it was a difference of a field goal, JJ could have been the difference. But we weren't. Watt was not the difference in that game. Bring Watt.
You and that microphone, boy. You guys better get along a little bit better.
I got this. Bring Watt back. Make him healthy.
It's that pesky helmet you're wearing. And
he wouldn't have made the difference.
Is that loud in your ears?
Mm-mm. No, that's that. What that does is remind me of high school football, and it's annoying because they'll come up to you and they'll bang on your helmet like that, and it's annoying. Or they'll grab you. You want to know, man? That's something that'll piss you off in high school football. is when you're out there practicing with your boys and they walk up and somebody will grab you by that and they'll
but they'll break your damn neck.
And it's like, because you can't, they've got you. It's like, oh man, you want to,
you punch them, right?
You want to elevate your blood. Oh man, you want to, it pisses you off and they grab you by your face, man, because you can't do anything about it. They do it and you're just subject to them yanking.
Why don't you just kick them in the nuts? That probably would deter their efforts.
Yeah, you're players on the same team. You want to keep some level of civility to it, but I'm watching.
All right, well then,
oh god, man, that pisses you off, and they grab you by that face mask and yank. Oh,
well, that's the end of the season for the Texans.
Yeah, that's the end of it. For the Texans.
Not a bad season considering we suck.
It was good. We made
but we're in a division that
and we went up against one of the, if not.
In their home stadium,
but the best team in the league.
We held our own. our own. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. We'll be back next time and we'll do another one. But did you get our new lighting? We got new lighting and everything. And did you get that? So I can show everybody? No.
I think I did.
Oh, buddy, you sure? He's not sure. But we'll figure it out. If not, we'll show it to you next time. But anyway. All right. Cool. Because we love you guys and we're done. And
we'll see
a bad football game. I'm going to have a sloppy Joe.